Mommy works at. This is where you give the teller your cash to get your money out that you want to get from the bank. This is the old little bank. You take a picture of Mom in here.
Oh, this is a bank.
Where is the woman that's making them?
Mom, take a picture of me while this cashier's in.
Hey, where did that store go?
Get down.
Other side.
Come over here this
Other
side.
side, I can't see you.
There it is. Come here. Come this way. No, Trevor, stand up. Fix them. And then, this whole thing goes over to that press. That has a foot pedal, that goes much faster. That's really good. Again, make sure it's all perfect. And then when it is perfect, then you take this form over to the machine over there in the corner. And that has a foot pedal. You don't have to roll the ink on yourself. The machine does it for you. You don't have a big roller to roll over it. It just opens and closes and presses against the type. So I'm going to give that to a grown-up to hold on to. The ink is permanent. Make a single copy of something so you can find mistakes. I printed this out yesterday on the proof press and found some spacing problems that I corrected, but also found that it said sweeted whipped cream instead of sweetened, so I had to add an N and an E in there. And I found that the G in the word vegetable is not the same typeface as the rest of the word, so I had to go and get the right typeface and find where this G actually belonged. Each of these cases contains a different style and type, so I had to find the case that it belonged in and make sure I put it back in the right place so it wouldn't get mixed up again. So, the proof press, in order to make a proof copy of something to find your mistakes, you've got to use three things. You use, what's this on here, do you think? You know what's on here, what I'm putting onto the letters? What's inside the computer, do you think, that makes it print? Do you know? Maybe you don't know. It's ink, okay? Then we have to put down what? We're going to print this on my hand? Paper. There we go. And then we need to apply some, maybe you know the word. We need to, it begins with a P. We need to apply some, anybody know? Pressure. There we go. Okay, so let's have one of you on either side, cowboys.
Come on, cowboys.
Go
Go to the other side.
Mason, go to the other side.
Mason, good.
Okay.
Trevor, take that side.
Okay. And we'll have a job for you too, right? You want a job too? Or do you want to help?
You want to help?
Oh,
No,
guess
we're
not.
good.
Okay, we're fine. Okay, one hand in your pocket.
Mommy here.
All right. Good. Now roll this towards me. You're gonna have to push hard. Push, push, push. I'll help you get it started. There you go.
Keep going.
Go, go. All right. Let's see what we got. There is our proof copy. So now, last night when I changed the date from August 13th to 14th, I had to make sure when I took out the number 3, that I put the 4 in the right place on the correct side of the 1, because otherwise it would say August 41st, and that wouldn't be good. So we're looking for mistakes like that, and letters turned the wrong way, misspellings, spacing problems, and so because all kinds of things can go wrong when you're working with this kind of type. So after it's fixed, you've corrected all of your mistakes, then you take this whole thing over to that machine in the corner, and that's where you're going to make your multiples. And I'm going to give that to you to hold on to. That is permanent. You don't want to get it on your clothing.
Okay.
Okay, would you ladies like to make one?
All right, boys, step
Okay,
back.
look out so that way.
Good morning.
It could be starting out with a straw hat, like you boys have, that was made in a factory, and then she's going to add trim onto that, put a lining in so it doesn't get your hair. And a straw hat like that might take 6 to 10 hours to make, because it's all hand sewing. A hat like this one that I've started, that's a commercially made form that I didn't like the shape of, so I redid it. I sewed wire around the edge. Now I'm sewing a fold of fabric around the edge so that the buckram raw edges and the wire don't catch on anything. Then it's going to be covered with the outer fabric. Then it's caught up with the straw form. The silk hats take between 10 to 20 hours to make most of the time. So the hats are going to cost on average somewhere between $1 and $3 in a shop like this. They might go up as far as $6 to $8. The ledger book that is on the table there, there's even a hat that she sold to somebody for 55 cents. I'm really hoping it was a factory-made, untrimmed straw form, especially because the young lady also bought some ribbon and some lace. Hopefully she was trimming her own hat at home.
Yeah.
Some people did that. But otherwise, I went, oh, that's just not a lot of money. This is the one who also did seamstress work. She made men's shirts, $50 a shirt. Sorry, $50, oh my goodness, impossible. 50 cents,
That's sure.
2 shirts for $1.
Wow.
But most of her dressmaking work was people bringing her fabric, she would cut it out, they would take it home and sew it, or they would bring her the fabric, she'd cut it out and do the sewing for them as well. And the cost for that usually topped out around $3 too.
It's a lot back then, I guess.
It is. Most men were only earning $1 a day.
Yeah.
Would you boys like to take a look at some machinery before you go?
Yes. Yes, so let's look at the machine.
This odd-looking little thing is a chain stitch machine. A dressmaker might use this to baste together clothing temporarily to find out if it fits or not, because those chain stitches pull out really easily, so you can redo the seam. You want to stick your foot on that other footprint there? Try this out with me? Yeah, put your foot on it. And then we're going to use our heels and our toes. And we can sew fast if we know where we're going, or we can sew really slow if we're going around a curve. You see that thing whirling around the side? That would actually make the loops and put them through each other to make a chain stitch. Who else wants to try this?
Trevor, you want to try it? Alex, you want to try it?
You don't have to, but take a closer look at what's going on here. Can you tell me how all of that does work?
Help me, Trevor. Your knees not down.
You put your foot further forward. There you go. It's going to be a lot easier when you're using both feet and sitting down. But that treadling, you see how that makes that shaft go up and down? And how it makes the crank turn?
Very neat, isn't it, Mason?
So that's turning our up and down motion of our feet into circular motion. Very good. And that's going to make the belt move, and that makes everything else happen with the sewing machine. Because this is bigger than that, we get more stitches for each foot pump than we would if they were the same size.
There you go, Mason. Good
It's
job.
a little harder than a bicycle, isn't it? And this other machine is a lock stitch machine. That makes the same stitches that our sewing machines do today, which means it needs thread on top and also thread above it that goes underneath. So there, you see that thing there? That's where the shuttle goes in, and that supplies our bottom thread. So that's going to go back and forth while the machine sews. And because it's pointed, that needle makes a loop down underneath there. The shuttle goes through that loop, and that makes the stitch. So one thread goes through the loop of the other thread, and you've got 2 threads, one on each side, making a stitch that doesn't pull out.
That's how they make your clothes, boys.
We have not had to change the lock stitch since 1850.
Wow.
And we have come up with machines that look different. We have come up with attachments that make ruffles and make hems and help you sew stuff onto other stuff. But we've not had to change the lock stitch. It still works. If you want, you can try out this machine with me too. Or
You wanna try it out,
just
Mason?
how it works. somebody else have.
Mason, let Trevor have a turn.
Let's try doing this with 2 people at a time instead of 3. Okay, stick your foot really far up.
Mason, step back.
There we go. That's
Move
right.
your little paper, Trevor. You're gonna get your. There you go.
Here, let me show you.
Okay.
No, that's how the machine works. It's even easier if you're doing it by yourself with both feet and sitting down, but now we're going to stop.
Well, good.
Thank
Can
you
you
for
tell her
starting with
thank
me.
you?
That was fun. You
Can you
should
get your piece of paper
have
out, Trevor?
Say thank you.
Tell her thank you.
If you want to take a closer look at
There's a sound massage voice.
I'm gonna go to the cookie room.
Okay, most of these are fakes. In the jargon, models are fakes. Keep everyone safe and healthy. And keep us from being prosecuted for breaking into state and federal. What is their food? And we have leeches because oftentimes doctors would send patients who had local inflammations, send them over here. And local inflammation, small red puffy areas anywhere on the body. The thinking was the leeches could suck blood out of them to help them shrink, help the redness and puffiness to go down. And sometimes they work, for instance with hemorrhoids. I know it's gross. Other times they probably didn't work so much. Pardon me, man. Just sneak through for a second.
And
Go ahead and give it a try,
it's good
Mason.
Right now for, they say for diabetics.
Mason, you want to do it?
It smells good.
Does it smell good?
Yeah. It's broken, it's split.
Can I
So
try?
I'm not sure how wide it is, but it's probably. Thank you.
Me too. I'm gonna try too.
Now that cinnamon, besides making food taste good, it did something else too. It was thought to settle.
No, Alex.
No,
Alex,
I'd
stay.
say that can.
Alex.
Have you ever played with the Slinky toy? Okay. You know how Slinky toys shrink and then get small? Leeches can do the same thing. These leeches above my hand, they can, right now they're small, but they can really stretch.
I
Now,
never knew what one looked like. I just know going down to the river, everybody said, "Don't watch out for leeches, watch out for leeches."
that's right, that's right.
That's what we used to fish for walleye with.
Yeah. If a leech happens to get on you and is sucking your blood, or even if it's not sucking your blood,
Mason, hold on.
well, actually, in that case, what you know the recommended way to get leeches off of you?
No. What is the recommended way?
Sprinkle salt on them.
Sprinkle salt on
Mason.
They'll come off.
It irritates their skin. They breathe through the skin. These freshwater leeches, you know, the whole environment, it's fresh water. Salt is very, very foreign to them. Yeah.
That's good to know.
I know to me it sounds kind of weird, but, and whoever brings salt, you know, and
But I'm gonna ask that you stay on the front side of that counter.
Here,
Trevor.
Here, Bubba. Trevor, this
In
side.
1875, you never went behind the counter unless you worked here.
I'm hoping anyway.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
What are you making?
Frisbee. All right. It's going to be part of the planter. So I'll attach some legs and then some upper pieces of this, but this is the ring that the actual box will sit on. Kind of the beginning of it. It's a piece that we started out with a flat bar and I've bent it all the way around and welded the ends together, and I'm just getting it into that circular shape, getting it flat again. So as you bend a flat bar sideways, it wants to warp and twist and do all kinds of funny things. So if I'd have gone the other way, it's much easier to make round, but this just get the warp side of it. But as we add air to the fire, it gets hotter and hotter. And
That's how you add air, boys. He pulls on that.
so as I get this up to my hit the high spots, it just goes a little lower and a little lower every time. And eventually I end up with something that's pretty circular.
It's really neat, isn't it, boys?
It's just a heating and reheating process. And if you don't heat that metal up, it stresses it and it would break. I've probably had that piece in the fire 40 times since I started, and it's still as good as when I started because, keep heating it up every time. If I didn't heat it up after the third or fourth time you bend it, it would break. It puts a lot of stress in the metal. So. But if I keep heating it up to the right temperature, I can just do this all day long and keep shaping it.
You using coal?
Yeah, it's a coal fire. And coal is, a pretty good compromise for a blacksmith because wood or charcoal both burn up pretty fast. Charcoal burns a little cleaner, but it's more expensive. So compromises, are made, and it works pretty well. So really, I'm about done, I think. See what it looks like.
Cool.
Now if we watch it, and if the water drips off it and doesn't evaporate or boil away, I'm cool with the touch. So you
Wanna
go ahead and
touch
touch it. So a few seconds ago it was 2,000 degrees, and now it's cold enough that we can start adding parts to it.
That's really neat.
So that's how you make things. So this, like I say, this when I started out, this was a flat bar, and so I bent it around and welded it together here, and then we've been forming it into that circle. So
Now, what are you gonna make with it?
oh, a planter. This will be the ring that the planter sits on, so I'm going to add some legs down here. Thing to hold the basket up on top here, so it's kind of the beginning. So
That's cool.
anyway.
Can you tell them thank you?
Census, there were only 31 broom factories for the entire state of Iowa. So you are making the brooms to sell not only in your town, but surrounding areas as well. But there are quite a few steps. So this one, once I get done trimming the top, will get hung up to dry before it goes on to the next steps. Full-size house broom, which is the big one there, take about an hour to make, not counting your drying time. So that would have sold for about 25 cents in 1875. So a quarter day's work. This is a broom maker working 10-hour work days making brooms, you would have made $1 a day. Make those brooms.
And so where did the wood come from?
Well, this being a factory, you're buying all of your supplies. You're buying the broom corn from the farmers that are growing the broom corn. You're buying the handles from the places that are making handles. You're buying the wire and the nails from the places that do those. And then you're just assembling your product.
And so the broom handles got shipped in to you from somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Yep, trains are pretty important at this point in time because you're not only sending your product on trains places, but the stuff that you need for your products is coming by train as well. So what do you guys think? You want to become broom makers?
I
No?
don't talk much.
Look at all those brooms.
Yes. A good broom maker working a 10-hour day could make about 8 to 9 of the house brooms in a day. It takes about an hour for those without counting your drying time.
Y'all grow the broom corn here on the farm?
We grow just a little patch right out by the path so people can see what it would look like, but it takes a lot of broom corn to make brooms. And like I said, in 1875, as a factory, you wouldn't have grown it yourself anyway. You would have bought it from the farmers. Yeah, you don't want to kick things in here, because those are just hanging on a hook. You're going to bring everything down on your head. And that won't feel too good.
And so what is,
Not to mention that things in this shop bite back.
oh, this is just like,
Cotton.
See the buggy?
whoa, look at these. We still use that for training.
This is like the schoolhouse that Papa used to go to.
She just getting her something to eat.
I guess.
I'm gonna go around the garden.
Okay.
I don't want my sun hat on.
Just
Slow down. They need to run.
I just like it.
Stereoscopes. They should be a 3D image of where everything is there. You guys think it's a stereoscope? It's still 3D. It's our Victorian 3D. This is high technology.
Why there's two pictures?
Well, two pictures and look inside becomes the one, right? And it makes it have the image, the 3D image.
See?
Pretty neat, huh?
Put them down so other people can look through them.
careful.
Mommy, I'm gonna go
Okay.
Mimi,
Come on,
I'm
there.
Let's walk through this one.
Should look 3 deep.
Wait, you can get lost in this house and you have to watch out.
Very.
Big house.
You're welcome.
I'm not going up. I've had enough of steps.
Think this was a little girl's room? Just roll on.
Get off there. Mason, get down off there. Don't climb on things.
That comes on here. Come on.
That way, now it's gonna take the railing. Go on down.
Here, see what you can do. I'm not too good at it. You try to get that in here. See, maybe try that right
It's right here.
I'll come soon.
Mason, this way.
I'm going up this way. Mimi's going. Daddy's going downstairs.
They said that it cost $20,000 to build this house.
Wouldn't that be nice?
20,000.
It's like 7 bedrooms.
And the average house costs 1,000.
Come on, boys.
How's it going?
How are you today?
Good. Enjoying your visit?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Oh boy, we've had a pretty good string of good luck with weather, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Where are you guys from? Good question.
That's closet.
So his closet. Hey, Mason, this way. Stay with Trevor.
Hi, how are you?
Daddy, look out the window.
You see chickens?
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
These ones are all girls.
Cock-a-doodle.
You'll be able to see the chickens again out here.
Cock-a-doodle. Cock-a-doodle. Cock-a-cock-a-doodle. Nah. Oh, that's one. Dad.
Come on.
There's corn in here. I'm going out this way.
No. No, don't stay with the chickens.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-cock-a-doodle. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Okay, don't touch it. Come on.
Daddy.
This way.
Hi, Dad. Daddy, I'm the princess.
No. Come on.
Don't touch you.
Don't touch. This way, Trevor.
I saw a lady. What is this, Daddy? What is this?
It's just a display. Come on.
What is it?
Oh, look.
There's nothing going.
Don't slam the door.
There's nothing going.
Have a good day. Thanks for coming in.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cock-a-doodles. What are they?
They're right.
Cock-a-cock-a-doodle. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Bucky, pop. Pop, pop. Buckies. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Mimi, I saw some animals.
Most people were allergic or got addicted to it.
Oh yeah, opium addiction was
Where they should have told them here. You know what? They should have had some tall grass prairie there.
Organizing that cache by putting the corn on the outside and the beans and squash in the middle, and that way they knew exactly how much food they had for the coming winter. If you guys have any questions about the site, please let me know. I'm working on scraping this hide. If any of the kids want to try it, I have extra scrapers. I can show them what I'm doing to get the fat off of the back side and this off of the front. And we got some kitchen set up over here, and then there's artifacts inside the winter house if you guys would like to take a look in there.
So there was a group that would winter here.
Yes.
And what kind of, the Iowa?
The Iowa, yes. They did winter here. After that hunt, the buffalo hunt that they go to in the spring and summertime, They would break up into small bands in the fall time, and they would all specify in a certain type of hunting. They were hunting bear and elk out of Iowa. Some people would hunt for church stone to make weapons. Hunting for the teepee poles was another thing that they would do. But that was a shorter hunting season, and then they would be back here for the remainder of the winter. Yeah. No, we just have another layer on top of it. So this should be the last year of this winter house. We switched off to do the summer park.
They eat nature.
That's what this is. They planted and they knew all the things.
The bark, the elm tree house. And so we switched off because hard to maintain both of those houses at the same time and obviously very expensive. So we do one or the other and always have a teepee. And this is the first year we've had the buffalo hide. So we're excited.
Get off there.
These are the scrapers, and I'll show you how I'm doing them over here. I'm working on the
Y'all want to
back
watch
side
him
right
do
now.
the hide? Come here. The buffalo hide. Come here.
So I'm almost done with this hide actually. It took the natives a day and a half on the prairie to finish one side of this and a day and a half for the other side. They were working all day on it. But if anybody wants to feel it over here, this is what's considered raw hide right here. The parts that aren't done, you use two hands. The parts that aren't done are these rough parts that have, this is actually the fat. You can see the fat on the ground a little bit. But we're scraping that. You're scraping that to get all that off to make this smooth surface so that the tanning process is going to stick much better. And then the leather lasts a lot longer, obviously, than rawhide would. The fat doesn't allow the tan to absorb as much. It's just more material for the tanning to go through.
What do you put on?
The traditional way they would do it is it's called a brain tan. They use the brains of that animal with 50% of water, and they turn it into a paste, and they soak that rawhide in it, and then they cook it for a couple days, and then they put it back up and scrape it off. And that's the traditional manner. I'm going to take them to the tannery.
And so what is this hide off of?
This is a buffalo hide. We get these donated to us from a guy who actually raises them for meat. So the size of this buffalo would actually be a little bit small, 3-4 years old. It's the size that we butcher them now. A large buffalo, if they were hunting specifically for the hides to do the teepee, they would want the biggest hides they could get. And a large buffalo hide would probably barely fit in this square, maybe not even. But this size, it would probably take us about 20. But before, we've always had deer in this, because deer are easy for donations to come in, because we hunt them a lot here. So.
Daddy, your leg touched the poison ivy.
No, I didn't. Keep going.
It was close. I'm gonna sit here and have some lunch. I just got poison. There's no poison ivy here. Oh, where the hell did it go?
Alex. Hi. It's a lot of woods, isn't it?
A lot of camping with cool water and games. to this place. Ooh! Daddy! Daddy! Look!
Okay, stay away from the cow. Come on.
Cows! Cows! Actually, those are bulls, maybe. Who's the bull? The other one is a bull. No, they have horns.
Boys, come here, look.
Nasty wild hogs.
Pigs.
This is where they used to keep it.
Go!
Those are sheep.
Sheep.
It must be the milk cow.
Okay. Ew, that's wet puppy.
This one's pretty nice. You can
Alice, can you look at Mom?
It's Mason.
1, 2, 3. Nobody on your side of it. Good job.
Mason, you wanna come with me?
Where's Mommy at?
Over there.
What's she doing? I wonder what this is for.
This is the smokehouse. Where they smoke their meat so it stays good and doesn't rot.
Okay, where's the other one?
Okay, stay away from the chickens. You don't want them to peck you. Hey, we got a chicken.
One.
Stay here.
I need to know how that one got out. Daddy. That was the wood. Went in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lived in the hay. Daddy, they live in the hay. They live in this and that and that. You know where the mother is? They don't live in here anymore.
Okay, let's go look in the house.
Is this a chicken house?
Yep.
That's a chicken house.
You don't really complain about how tasty it is, as long as you don't want to eat any fine. Oh, so yeah. Oh, so they weren't connoisseurs? Not really, they're not gonna be.
They survived.
Let's go storage go upstairs. So anything you want up and out of the way, goes upstairs, all the kids together. It averages about 40 degrees in here in the winter time. That's usually during the day, and that's right about down here. A little bit warmer close to the fire, but colder away from the fire, so colder upstairs. So all those kids rely on each other for body heat to stay warm.
Do they get sick a lot when you have temperature kids in here?
Not really. I mean, you're wearing layers. You've got wool dresses and wool coats and wool stockings, so people in the Netherlands say what life was like. And there are people who thought the Dutch were really weird because they would let their animals in the house. I don't know for Alex.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
There's a big horse in there. Okay.
Mommy, you see? Mommy, can
What's this?
Get back up there.
Alex, come here. Let me see if I can pet him.
Get back up there and pet the horse. Just like at Papa's house, isn't it?
You want to pet the horse?
Just like the horses at Papa's house, isn't it?
Big.
City kids.
Mommy.
Hey Mason, see the brown cow and the white cow.
It's just an old wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look what I found.
There's a bunch of corn.
Yes?
Yeah, sure is.
You dropped it.
Yeah.
Corn in the cob. Corn in the cob.
Yep, corn on the cob.
There's some corn in the cob. There's a bunch of corn in the cob.
Yep, you coming?
Corn in the cob. Corn in the cob.
My great grandma used to have a chicken coop like this.
Yours or mine?
Mine.
So did mine.
So did Daddy's.
There's chicks I hear.
Hey, chicken.
Plenty of time to walk around.
Oh, that's a boar.
There's some more laying back in the back. Can't tell what they are. I know there's horses back there too. Boys, come down this way.
You gonna skip the house?
Oh, we'll get to it.
Well, that's the way out. Get the house first and then the hole.
Okay.
Come on, let's see the house first. Yeah. Let's see the old house. This is a fancy farm.
Well, and look at the
This way.
What is that?
Boys, this way. Boys, this way.
Hey, this way.
I've been cooking with it.
All spices. Very hot. It's this way, please. Follow us. Follow us.
I feel fire.
Where am I sitting?
Where's the fire?
because they were cooking it.
What? Well, I think that's why they had the chairs there. So nobody walks over there. Yeah. But I think that was
Homemade soup, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, because it was.
That's our potato bin. Not very many potatoes in it right now. We have to dig up some more. Yeah.
No, it's a chemical.
That's actually not our house, but we have it up there. It's the same floor plan. Yeah, to show. Yeah, the doors and windows are apples and pears are ready at the end. Hopefully the end of the month, beginning of September. So we'll see. Keeping our fingers crossed.
My little back porch as well. Should know.
Okay. Trevor! Please, put it away. Okay, so let's go in. Bye guys, see you later. Bye. Yeah, can you just try it?
This is how they went downstairs. Can we go down?
This one.
This way or this way?
That's a lot.
Mason.
We're almost done. Let's go look at the pigs.
Those are outside stakes set up too. We have a couple trees. Yes.
Yes, come over here in the shade.
He's snorted at you?
Like this.
Yes. You need some water. It's right there in Daddy's backpack.
I need to eat this real quick, okay? 'Cause I need to let me hold on. Hey, somebody need to drive that. I will.
Yeah, who's gonna drive the gator?
I'm driving. That's a tractor. Somebody needs to like that.
Who's gonna drive the combine?
That's my combine, but I need his cigarette. I know my tractor. Okay, I got my